My name is Christina Bauer. I'm head of the managing authority of the Interreg Alpine Space program. I'm a lawyer, and as such, I have been supporting almost 200 projects in the past 20 years since the program exists. And based on this experience, I would like to give you some hints and advice on legal issues in this tutorial. My first advice to you is read the documents and material provided by the program carefully. If you want to find out who has to do what in your project, please consult the partnership agreement and subsidy contract. These contracts set out your rights and duties as project lead partners and project partners in a concise way. If you want to understand why you have to do certain things and how you should do them, please consult our program manual, FAQ section, tutorials and webinars. These documents and videos translate the various applicable EU regulations and the program rules into clear and practical hints and instructions. My second tip for you is, if you cannot find an answer to your question in the program documents and tools, get in touch with us for support and advice. The staff of the Alpine Space contact points, Joint Secretariat and Managing Authority have good knowledge of the various legal issues that you might face during project implementation and will in most cases be able to help. But sometimes you might have a very specific question that might be rooted in the law of your country, which we might not know well enough. Or you might have a complex issue to solve, such a comprehensive procurement procedure. In such cases, please seek for legal advice at the legal department which your organization might have, or contract a lawyer to be on the safe side. Such costs for external experts are eligible for co-funding. If you are the lead partner of a project, your main legal reference document is the subsidy contract. Please read the contract carefully to understand your rights and duties towards the program and your project partners. In case you have specific questions related to the contract, please do not hesitate to consult your Alpine Space contact point, the communication manager or project officer in the Joint Secretariat, or the colleagues in the managing authority. The various seminars of the program could and should also be used by you to approach us with your questions. The partnership agreement that you have already signed before submitting your project proposal has now entered into force as your project has been selected for co-funding. Please do not simply archive it. Use it as a reference document as long as you are implementing the project, since this agreement regulates your rights and duties as project partner and lead partner in a legally binding way. In case you are not sure how to apply the one or the other provision of the agreement, please do not hesitate to get back to your ACP, the colleagues of the Joint Secretariat, or the Managing Authority. We are here to support you. Most errors that are detected during financial controls and audits of projects are related to mistakes done in the procurement of goods, works, or services. So if your organization is subject to public procurement law, then my advice to you is, please, to carefully study the national, regional, or internal rules of your organization and the program manual, where you can also find a list of most common errors that could easily be avoided. And please, document properly any procurement done in the course of the project. Doing this, you can avoid any misunderstandings or cuts of ERDF funds during financial controls in a later stage. If your organization is not subject to public procurement law, still some rules have to be observed by you, as we have to make sure that you use program funds in accordance with the principles of efficiency, effectiveness, and economy. Please consult the program manual for details and seek advice in the ACP MA/GS network in case of questions. As the program manual sets out public procurement is not just a complex and troublesome procedure. You can also use it to make a contribution to foster sustainable economy, innovative solutions, or social aspects. You can do this by defining the specification of services, the selection and/or award criteria, and some clauses in the contract with the successful bidder accordingly. The program manual explains you how this can be done, and we are happy to provide you with further support and guidance at any time. If certain criteria are fulfilled, ERDF-funded granting to your project is to be considered a state aid. This means that certain rules and procedures have to be applied by the program and by you. When your project proposal is assessed, MA and JS do also assess if your project is stated relevant or not. In case your project is classified as stated relevant, you will learn details in the letter informing you about the approval of your project. If your project is not stated relevant and the program wants to ensure this throughout project lifetime, you will find a request of the program committee in the approval letter. You might be asked to set activities such as spreading the results of the project widely or opening seminars or tools to all undertakings that might be interested. Please take this request into account properly and document all related activities so that controllers and auditors will be able to verify if stated regulations have been observed by the program and by the project. Yes, indeed, Alpine-wide projects are complex and challenging, but they are also inspiring, make fun, and lead to new solutions and ideas. And your ideas are what we need.
Because mountains shape our region, ideas shape our future.